Okay, we're ready to start. Everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
Yep. I think the cleric got kicked out the call.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's not enough people in the call.
There was 7 people just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, it just said he was removed from the call like a minute ago. And it doesn't look like he can get back in.
Okay.
Alright, muted here. Yeah, so I'm playing... I just made up a name. I'll probably be referred to as Fighter for all this.
Try and get on with one or the other if you can.
These are pre-made characters that the DM made, because it's just like a Newbs to D&D kind of thing. I'm a 2nd level fighter, Dragonborn, Soldier Officer, Longsword Hand Axes, Fire Dragon. Defense is my first martial fighting style or whatever. And I value... I'm just a stereotypical Dragonborn. I love my city, I love my honor, I hate my enemies. Oh, we're in the tavern.
Okay, we're gonna get started here. You'll just have to catch up here. You've been sitting around this inn for the last 3 days wondering when will it stop raining. It has been pouring night and day for close to 3 days. Suddenly, the doors of the inn burst open and 4 well-armed men entered with a smaller robed man right behind them. They all shake the rain from their hair and cloak, spraying it everywhere. A small man steps forward and speaks. I am here by order to offer the following quest to any stalwarts whose loyalty to the Baron is valid and whose lives could use the ample reward of 100 ducats each. You are to travel to Grimpenmire and find and destroy the rain-making machine being operated by one Basil Thunderthumbs, a known renegade druid who is also known to be a gnome of considerable abilities. What say you? Are there a few brave hearts here to accept this challenge?
Sure.
I grumble. My comment seems rough. What did that one say? Something about 100 somethings for a druid. Rain-making machine.
Ducks, I think. Is that what he said? 100 ducks? I don't know the money system. Sorry.
I don't know what races you all are. I'm a dragonborn, so I don't...
Ah, so I have no idea what you're saying. If you...
No, I can speak common,
Yeah.
but...
Oh, okay, then yeah, okay.
I'm just like, I'm just...
It's a bounty.
And it would get rid of the rain?
I'm up for anything if it'll get rid of this bloody rain. Plus, I need some few coins in my pocket.
I spent all mine on ale already. May as well get some more.
About this time, the waitress walks up and looks at your band and goes, Would you like to order another round, gentlemen? We have some fine elvish wine, some wonderful dwarven ales, and of course our house specialty, the Dragon Bomb.
Yes, please. I would like some dwarven, what was it, ale? That's what I want.
And make it the good stuff.
Alcohol inhibitates my abilities. No. Thank you.
So she takes your orders, and whatever it is that you ordered, she comes back. No one ordered a Dragon Bomb, so there's really nothing unusual. She sets down whatever it is on the table in front of you, and she goes off to wait on other people.
What was the race of the person who made the proclamation? Like the request for people?
He was a small human.
Okay.
And all four of the armed men, they were human. As far as you could tell, they were human because they were heavily armed. They had helmets on, but they were humans.
Okay. So what do you say, fellas? Do you want to take them up on this offer? Do we have to inform them, or can we just go and kill this druid and bring back his head? Or her head, I guess. I don't really think they specified.
Well, I'll do anything if it makes me famous.
I will, but I require
Use some
more.
coin.
I'm up for anything.
That sounded like everybody. It's hard to tell.
Hey, Rogue, you need some health points over there? It looks like you have a cut or something on your arm.
Wow. This darn wine, it bites.
Alright, well then I'm going to finish my drink and stare solemnly into the cup, and then get up and approach the small man.
Okay. Again, he is surrounded by these big, burly arms.
I'm not going to approach directly. I'm just going to
And
like.
he,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You know, he's right there. He steps right up and. So, will you take on the challenge, you and your band?
We would love to. I just have a question. What do you require as proof of completion?
Well, lad, I think the most important thing will be to get it to stop the damn rain.
Very well. And you said it's to the Basil Undermarsh? No, Grimmire?
Grimpenmeyer.
Grimpenmeyer. And which do I know what direction that is from town, or do I have to ask?
Yeah, Grimpenmeyer is it's a general location. You all your players are actually level 2, so I mean you've done some kind of adventuring together. You're at least familiar with each other, so you kind of know a little bit about the area. And Grimpenmeyer is huge. It's a huge area, so pretty much you'll know it.
Okay. Then yes, good sir, we will take up this call to arms and try to stop the terrible plight of rain. You like bow. Or do Dragonborn bow? Yeah, I bow.
I have a question though.
Oh, okay. Did you come with me? Or I guess it's not a big inn, so I guess you can probably hear all this.
Yeah. I ask across the table, what exactly, other than causing too much rain, is he known for?
The small man he doesn't really know that much about him. All he knows is that He's been ordered to find somebody that is going to go and take care of this guy because they have heard through the grapevine that who's ever causing the rain happens to be this renegade druid. And that he's using some kind of an infernal machine to do this.
I whispered to everybody, a druid using a machine?
Can I like use insight or something to see if this guy's lying to us or withholding some information from us?
You can make an insight check. It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
And first of all, I already know everybody's proficiencies on all of these. So if you're proficient, I'm going to automatically, in my head, add whatever the proficiency modifier is. In just about every case, it's going to be a +2. The rogue has a couple of abilities where it's actually +4. I already know what these are, so you don't have to say, oh, I'm proficient in that, because I already know. You just got to make the roll. Once you make the roll, that's all you have to do. And as far as you could tell, that this guy has no, he has no reason to be lying to you.
Alrighty.
Well, I don't think it's that unusual that they're using a machine. It is a gnome. Druid or not.
But druids,
Alright, I guess
it's an insult.
no.
It's the very insult of what they do to use a machine, to use anything mechanical.
No offense if any of you are gnomes, I guess.
There's something more to this.
I don't know, maybe it's possessed by a demon. I don't know. Let's go destroy this machine, get rid of the rain, and collect some money.
I second that.
Is this okay? DM, is this a town or just a tavern, not like an intersection?
On the road or something. Looks
It's
like
a small tavern just on the edge of a small town.
Okay, so there's a town nearby.
Yes, there is a town nearby.
Okay.
Cleric still can get in.
New hangout, 1,000 hassle.
All right, now did everybody read what the cleric just wrote here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can start a new hangout. It won't take me that long to do it. Do we need to? If we're gonna do that, though, we're all gonna have to log off and log back in. Not on Roll20. Just out of. In other words, I'll have to take the call down. You'll have to hang up the call in the hangout. And I'll put up a new link.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah.
try that?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Okay, everybody get on the same page with that, because when we come back, because otherwise, if we get one guy back and then we lose another guy, then that's going to be defeated nothing.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to go right now, and I'm going to hang up on the call, and I'm going to put up another hangout.
All right.
Right. So,
Whoa. So the Undermire, we're going to the Grimpenmire to kill Basil something such. Was there or for Basil something such? I wasn't paying attention. I tried to write it down. To kill a druid gnome. 100 money. So I don't think druids are against machines. Though druids would probably be against making it rain constantly, because that throws the elements out of balance. At least according to the player's handbook, I don't know. Whoa, turn that off.
Hello?
5, 6, 7. That's 7.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Well, this one works for some reason. I don't know why it wouldn't let me in the other one. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
here we go. I'm going to assume that you've taken the Baron's emissary up on his offer and have headed out.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
It is, again, pouring rain, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. I'm not going to play the background sound effects because it's overpowering, and you just have to realize that it is going on. Every once in a while I might do it, but
It's okay.
Is it currently day or night?
it's about 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
Thank you.
Oh.
You'll be on the left side, approximately the center of the map. This particular map is in hexes. So whatever your speed is, you can move that many hexes. It says 6 squares, you can move 6 hexes.
Two, three, four. I move forward. Wait for the rest of the party. If you have to turn it off ruler if you want to move.
Yeah, you can't have that measuring thing out. If you have that highlighted, you won't be able to click your token. You can plot your move too by continually hitting the space bar. It will move your character along. You won't be able to see it, but everybody else will actually be able to see your character move.
Do I see this body yet?
Yes.
Okay.
You see the body? A body lying face down in what is at a point where, okay, everything is soaked.
Yeah.
Everything is flooded. This particular road actually is a fairly high road, but the watermark now is so high that there's even a few parts of this road that are underwater, such as the spot right here where this body is lying.
Interesting.
Shall we go check it out, or?
Oh, the rogue volunteered. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to go up and inspect the body and see if they...
There is just a moderate amount of blood. It probably isn't as great as that pool of blood there, it looks like, but,
I use medicine to see if he's dead.
okay. You must be next to him to do that.
Am I? I can't tell if
And,
it's just
and you
next-
are, yeah, you're next to him. You're next to him. And yes, he's definitely dead.
Hey guys, this guy's dead.
Can we see any, like any, scars or any decapitations?
What it looks like is he has like several real small darts stuck in his back.
Darts, eh?
Now, these are very small. They certainly wouldn't be enough to have
Maybe
actually
poisonous darts
killed
of
him.
some kind?
I take my shield out just in case.
I do the same.
Yeah, I'll second that. Or a third.
I'll do an investigation. Go investigate the body.
Okay. Okay. This is the last time I mention never make rolls like this
Oh,
because they clutter the screen with the
Okay.
crap. That's why you have macros for every one of those things. So,
Oh yeah.
investigation is intelligence. So you just simply make an intelligence check using the macro, and I'll know whether or not it was successful or not. In this particular case, that would be successful as far as that goes, and you would realize that the man probably drowned because it obviously the 3 or 4 darts stuck in his back would not have done enough physical damage to kill him.
And we aren't. Only he's aware of this information right now, right?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious to everybody
Okay.
that there was something about the wounds in his back that would not have killed him.
It's a very precise way to kill someone.
Is there any way we could detect if there was any like poison or anything on those darts?
Medicine.
Medicine. So a wisdom check.
Yep.
14. Plus, I got a +5 on medicine too, so
Okay.
19.
Okay. I just said, don't bother, because I know all the proficiencies, so don't waste valuable game time.
Okay.
Because I know these characters backwards and forwards.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm gonna check to see if he's been robbed. Is there anything of value left on the body?
Okay, just 1 second. 'Cause
Yeah, when you're done.
I'm typing whispers. I have a
Oh,
macro
okay.
that allows me to type whispers directly onto a onto a token to give somebody the answer to their questions.
Okay.
Also,
Okay,
sometimes I will make a roll on your character that you have some macros that say secret macros. Sometimes those are for me. I'll just click on those if you just happen to ask something. Also, in 5e, the better the description, the better the chances of success. Sometimes a really good description of your actions is better than a good dice roll.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm gonna wander around and investigate the area and see if I can maybe tell. And
When he's done doing that, can I
whoops.
make some sort of check to see whether or not he was in this area? Like, did he fall over? Was he hit with the darts while he was standing there, or was his body thrown into this, like, little, I guess it's a river now from the water coming down? Was it natural? Did he naturally fall in there, or was he thrown?
So just a quick question for you, Ajax. Am I allowed to tell the rest of the party what you whispered to me?
That's why I whisper it to you. It's a role-playing hook.
Okay, cool.
Now, you don't have to. You could keep it secret, but sometimes
Cool.
it
Yeah.
doesn't advance the game. It's just the way that I do it. Some DMs will do this. It's sort of like if you've ever played the game in real life and a DM gives you a note.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's just information you have, and you can choose to do whatever you want with that information.
Cool. So I'm gonna tell the party that I took a look at the darts, and it looks like there was some sort of sleep poison on the darts. So he probably got shot with the darts, fell asleep, and then actually ended up drowning.
Which
And that's
is my
probably-
question.
Yeah, I guess that answers your question.
Yeah. Well, no, not technically, because the question is, was he standing here when those darts were shot into his body, or was he somewhere else when this happened, and somebody threw his body in here while he was asleep?
From what I can tell, he got shot there. and he fell face down into the water and drowned.
It's very, very, very specific timing.
I'm gonna go on alert because I still think there might be an ambush in the area, or just try and be more aware of my surroundings.
Can we investigate the actual guy? Like, is this guy a guard? Is he just a regular? Like, is he a farmer? Is he a merchant?
He appears to be a peasant.
Okay, so he's nothing of importance.
Perhaps he was on his way home from the tavern, got lost. Maybe he was drunk.
Has anyone searched him?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did anybody search him for anything?
I have not.
Should we pull him out of the water?
Yeah, maybe that's probably
That'd be the nice thing to do.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him out of the water.
Okay,
Put him on mine.
You pull him out of the water. You roll him over. He has absolutely no visible wounds on his on his front. He does have, of course, obviously water in his lungs. His eyes are all red, and it looks like his ears and nostrils were bleeding a bit too, and that was really the source of the blood.
What causes bleeding?
Yeah, that's. I don't know if the poison would cause
Yeah, it
bleeding
might be
or
some kind of
not.
poison.
Okay. You kind of watch the rogue go through his pockets, and you hear a little bit of a jingling of coins.
Ooh.
Curious.
And you are all kind of like looking at the rogue right now, who is innocently standing
Hey
there.
guys, I found some stuff.
Odd. Why would they kill a person and not take their gold? What motive was that?
Yeah, that is odd, actually.
What kind of honorless beings are these?
Next round of ales on the rogue.
Hey.
I think this is something much more deeper than any of you are thinking.
So, can I'm probably not the right person to do this. I just kind of want to check the area, see if we can see any any like tracks of any.
Sorry.
Was that a shush?
No, it's just that it's raining all over the place, so...
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, it's still raining. I mean, it's still pretty much pouring. It's just
Is there any footsteps or anything that we
Any
can see?
mud or anything? Like footprints in the mud?
there isn't any footprints left. No.
I only know of one creature.
They would be almost washed away immediately. Even your own trail,
Right.
your own tracks that you made when you stepped off of the cobblestone roads here.
I only know of one creature that,
So,
or society of creatures. I don't think this was humanoid. I think the kobolds may be at play here.
why would... What motives do kobolds have to kill someone for no...
They know how to make these darts. They know the herbs necessary in order to create this.
How deep is this water? Can I just walk across it, or to the south? I want to check out that island, but I don't know how deep this water is.
But what doesn't make sense is why they would kill him in such a specific spot and not loot his corpse. So I'm going to throw that theory out.
Well, possibly it's to lure a group of adventurers to investigate the body and then ambush them. Or maybe we should just keep going on and be on high alert for ambushes.
This may be... I can't see. I suppose you're right.
I'm
There
not
just isn't enough information.
So we're taking the gold though, right?
I don't know. The rogue has the gold. He can do whatever he wants with it.
How
Or
much
you can do
gold?
whatever you want with the rogue.
No, I don't care.
I have a quick question out of game. My sheet doesn't have an alignment. So what am I?
Well, you can pretty much play whatever you want. Are you sure? Are you looking at the WotC sheet? The Wizards
I
of
am
the Coast
looking
sheet?
at
What's
what
that?
appears as an actual Dungeons and Dragons character sheet.
Yeah, the sheet that there's a link to it on your Ajax sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If,
that's what I'm-
if it doesn't give you an alignment, then I wouldn't worry.
I'll just-
Play whatever you want. If you play evil, the paladins will kill you, or whatever. So,
Yeah.
you know, the moral dilemma will be whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and remember, this is only a one shot. You got 3 hours to complete this adventure.
Okay,
Now,
I say we.
This one here sometimes is completed in 3 hours, and sometimes it's not. So,
All right.
Let's get a move
going.
on then.
Let's just
the
keep
last
going.
group that attempted this, they ended at exactly 3 hours. They actually were able to finish it. Then I've had other groups I had one group that finished it about a half hour early, but they didn't do that much role playing. I think a lot of them were already were veteran players, and they knew exactly what they were doing, so they went through the game here. We take as much time as we want, so you will learn how to play the game, which is the most important part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, are you going to continue?
I don't see any other evidence here.
Yeah, I'd like to continue on.
For lack of anything else, I'd say let us continue.
Okay, as you continue to follow this cobblestone road until till the point where it just becomes completely flooded over, and that is just right on the edge of Grimpenmire. And you are now approximately in the same spot on the map that you were at the other one, left side of the screen, and you are on the edge of Grimpenmire.
Uh-oh.
And Grimpenmire is.
Where we're going?
Is a swamp. It is normally just a marshy bog, but with all the rain, it's become a really, really vast swamp now. Of course, you are standing now right before a bridge. The part of the bridge is underwater. It actually looks like part of this bridge actually just might have been an old, kind of a deteriorated bridge anyway, and it looks like it's fallen down into some of the sunk into the mud, so to speak. You do see these crocodiles. They are swirling about. They're just there. You don't know what they're going to do or anything. They're just there in the water.
Crocodiles can be pretty deadly.
Do we know how deep this water is, or do we need to do a check?
Can I do a nature check?
No, you can kind of look and you can see that probably the water just near the edges is maybe 3 feet deep at the deepest, but you have no idea how deep it gets out in the middle. First of all, it's swamp water. It's got a lot of brackishness to it, a lot of scum that floats over the top. Not to mention the fact that because it's continually raining, it distorts the water, and you can't really tell how deep it is. It could be anywhere from 6 to 10 feet deep in some spots, but you don't know.
Can I roll a historical check and see if I know the actual stats of this river or lake?
Well, it's Grimpenmire. It's normally just a marsh. You already know that.
Okay. So.
And under normal circumstances, it probably would never be more than maybe a foot, 2 feet deep. But that was, of course, before the rain.
Well, I guess let's just go.
Should we send one person out first?
Now, as soon as the paladin and the rogue together step on the bridge, it sinks down about maybe 8 to 10 inches. Now, for the rogue, it isn't too bad, but for the dwarf paladin, whose armor is extremely heavy, he's about waist deep right now.
Okay.
His boots are filling with water. Actually, it's right up to his loincloth or his tunic, whatever it is. His cod piece is now filled with water.
Hey guys, the water's great.
What I think
you know,
we should do is go. Well, I would suggest going one at a time across. However, with those crocodiles there, that kind of worries me.
Well, first off, can you even move now?
Who?
Do I take any penalties to movement or anything? Or can I just...
Who, the paladin?
Yeah, the paladin.
No, not yet.
Alright, not yet. Doesn't bode well,
I
but
mean, you can feel the bridge under your feet, and it's solid. It's just sinking down in the mud. You can kind of hear it like sinking into the mud.
I'll go ahead and you guys cover me in case these crocodiles get hungry.
Cool.
Can't imagine this bridge holding
As
everything.
you start to move, the bridge does creak and groan.
Jeez.
Once you reach the point where there's two stanchions are, where you're standing right next to them, in other words, these things here.
Yep.
The bridge there at that point has started to lean a little bit to the right.
Maintain your balance.
And well, this crocodile moves over here.
Uh-oh.
And this one is kind of swirled around here now. This one's moved a little bit over to here.
So I weigh 125 pounds. Can someone counterbalance the other side of the bridge?
The paladin probably weighs, with all his armor and
Yeah,
shit, probably 300 pounds.
Oh yeah, I didn't see how much my armor weighs. Yeah, a lot. Anyone else pretty heavy out there?
I'm just taking...
Throw out a muck and shout at the paladin to move his fat ass.
I don't know how much I weigh. Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I weigh either.
I'm assuming I'm pretty heavy too, because I have chainmail and a shield.
Chainmail by itself weighs 65 pounds.
Yes, I'm probably a pretty heavy fucker.
A paladin, the bridge is it's creaking and groaning, but it still seems pretty solid under your dwarven feet there.
Keep going. I yell out to the paladin.
I guess we have no choice. We have to cross this one way or another. I step onto the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Party wipe incoming.
It's gonna get heavy.
And this crocodile
this guy looks
gets a
hungry.
little bit closer. This one is over here.
Can I... Let me
This
see.
one here is kind of actually
Hop on.
falling right up here, and
Hey,
all.
That one's
Now,
right there.
now the wizard kind of notices this crocodile kind of
Yes.
swims underneath the bridge, comes out over on this side.
Are the crocodiles, are they watching us as we cross the bridge?
I would imagine.
Or are they just doing their own thing?
They almost look like they're just kind of waiting to see if anybody's going to fall in and present them with an opportunity for a meal.
Yell out to the paladin. Hey, fatty, don't fall in. You won't get out.
Alright, I keep
It
crossing.
seems to get across there without
Guys, it seems
too
okay.
much difficulty.
Oh, God. You said it's leaning to the right, right?
Yes, it's leaning to the right, just in that area there where the cleric is now. Once you get past that little bit of water right there, it seems fine.
Okay. I'm not gonna fall in.
The crocodiles there, they may be attracted to that dragon, that reptilian man.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No.
Tell me when we have to roll for
Seems
initiative.
Seems fine right now.
Tell me if you have to roll for initiative. I'm gonna turn around and back the rest of the way.
Can I do a check on how secure this bridge is up here?
This bridge looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
pretty good.
Who's making that check?
Wizard.
The wizard? Yeah, he look at it. It looks like pretty solid to you.
Alright.
I say
It looks
someone
like
else
it looks like it's actually in better shape than the other one. Because it looks more temporary, like someone just may have recently put it up here.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Jordan,
walk
I
over
say
to
you
the
go
edge
first,
here,
because it can hold you. It can hold all
mock
of us.
the crocodiles.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Ah,
Roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding.
and I'm shaking my
go
butt
first.
at him now.
Well, onward we go, I guess.
I wait for him to get about 2/3 the way across.
Okay, right there at that
Uh-oh.
point,
Great.
that's when the rogue realizes, uh-oh, I should have looked a little bit closer. Because here is what happens. So nobody move right now. You see what happens. Okay. There's a kobold. Right here. And he pulls on a rope,
Oh,
and it
there.
causes this bridge to collapse.
Uh-oh.
Now, when the bridge collapses, it actually collapses like this, and it pitches the rogue and the paladin, well, perhaps into the water. We don't know for sure. And kind of all hell breaks loose as all kinds of kobolds start popping up from everywhere.
Can I make a check to see if I can catch the remaining piece of the bridge before falling in the water?
I got that covered.
Oh, you got it? Alright.
Yep, but just let me put all these kobolds out onto the playing field.
Oh, we're surrounded, eh?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, I've never played a wizard, and I have really, honestly, no idea what any of these spells really do. So that's all right, though, right?
That's all right, because you'll know by the end of this if you're still alive or what they can. Oh, you didn't hear that from me. All right, here we go. Now, Rogue and Paladin, you can both make dex, just straight up dexterity checks.
Oh!
Paladin goes into the water. You hear him splash. He's struggling because he's in a display of agility that you really find absolutely amazing. The Rogue does a back somersault and ends up landing over here.
Damn.
And he sticks the landing. The bridge is now completely collapsed, and you can't use it anymore. You would have to tightrope across the edge of it, which actually that part seems like it's still there. Paladin has been tossed into the water, and he finds himself neck deep.
Uh-oh.
And sinking.
Little help, guys. Little help.
Now, at that point, we will. Now wait a minute! Don't anybody do anything. I gotta clear this.
All right.
Okay, now everybody can roll their initiative. Everybody should have an initiative modifier. I am not going to roll individuals. I'm just going to roll for the kobolds. They're going to all go at the same time. That may not always be the case.
Fuck. Well, I'll hold up the rear here.
So, Wizard, you are first in line. That means you get to go first. That means if you've never played before, that means it's your turn right now. In 5e, you get a move and an action and a bonus action if you have a bonus action. I tell you right now, you don't have a bonus action. What you want to probably do is either move and cast a spell, and then move, or you might want to move a little bit, cast a spell, and then move the rest of your move. You can do all of those. If you use the magic missile spell, you get 3 missiles in 5e. Normally you'd only get 1, you get 3. Nice. And you can fire them at one target, or you can fire them at several different targets. Also, before anybody does anything, you also won't find DMs that do this that often. I do. I roll the enemy's hit points as they're spawned. So I'm just going to do that now. It doesn't take me any time to do it. And as you can see, sometimes the enemy is pretty weak. You can tell by their health bar how, weak they are. So anyway, Wizard, you're up. You're the guy. What are you going to do?
Can I move about here? Oops, right here. Can I see Cobalt Warrior 1? It looks like he's on a ridge.
Can you see Cobalt Warrior 1? Yes, you can. He has kind of popped up. He's holding in his hand what looks like a blowgun.
Alright, I'm gonna go past the fighter and cleric right over here and cast magic missile on him.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Now, but what you want to do is you have a spell. It just says magic missile. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is you click that, and then you click the target. But you guys probably already figured that out.
Yeah.
But you get to do that 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you get to zap again. Now, unfortunately, the 2 didn't kill him. So if you want to actually put him out of his misery, then you have to let him have it. It's that 3rd one on him. Otherwise, if you would have killed him, you could have used it and blasted maybe number 3 over here.
All right. I'll just finish him off though.
Okay. Well, he is now killed.
All right.
Hey.
And when they're killed, they get the dead cobalt body. Boom. Okay. Fighter.
Does jumping take an action?
Yes, jumping would be an acrobatics action. It could be incorporated into a move depending on how far you were going to try and jump.
I'm trying to save the paladin. So the kobold with the blowgun's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably going to take an action.
Now, I will... Okay. When I say that certain spaces are difficult terrain, difficult terrain requires 2 units of movement for each 5 feet you move.
Yeah.
So what you're going to try and do, though, is you want to try and jump from these rocks over to here to get over where the paladin is.
Well, here, I'll move I want to jump from, like, here to here. So I want to move to here and then jump to here. Because I can only jump 3 tiles or whatever.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you could wade across there. Wading through it is also considered difficult terrain. So if you just count up your movement, you can see how far you could get in that move. That bush you're standing on is difficult terrain, though, so that would count as 2 as you leave that area.
Yeah, I was here, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can't move anymore.
Well, you can do it. You can do what we call a dash,
Yeah.
which means you're using your action take another move.
I'm just trying to get to him this turn, but I guess he's gonna have to make a swim check to survive for a turn.
No, there's no way he's going to be making a swim check. He couldn't possibly make a swim check. His armor's going to drag him down. But...
Oh, wait, he can hold his breath for like a couple turns. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
So I'm going to move to here and then use my dash to jump to like here.
Yes, talking is, you can always talk as a free action. That's just going on.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can get over there with your entire move.
Okay. And then I'm going to...
Can't get there.
No,
you can
here?
only get to where you just were, right there.
Right here? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, because if you look, you'll see. If you start here, it's
Yeah.
gonna go. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, I was...
Because it's all difficult terrain that you're moving through.
Oh, yeah, and jumping takes an action, right?
Yeah, but even if you jumped, first of all, if you don't want to wade, you want to go to here and you want to jump.
Yeah.
Make a dex check. But
What?
you're wearing heavy armor, so that you're to make a dex check, it's going to be with disadvantage.
Oh, well, then I'll wade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just... Wherever, yeah, and then I'm done.
Is that bridge completely gone, or are there
Yes.
ropes or anything still there?
The bridge itself is now hanging, but at one side is still secured.
So one of the ropes across is still there. The
Yes.
other one's gone.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Fighter.
Yeah?
Fighter, that was the fighter. Okay, Paladin. What are you doing?
Can I just wade out of the water and go like to
Wouldn't
here?
that be me?
You can.
The bard?
All you have to do is make a strength check because your feet are so stuck in the mud. So just make strength. Yeah, you're easily able to get out of there. You actually can get up to the point where you are, and still have an action left.
All right, I'm gonna throw a javelin at the Kobold Warrior 5.
Okay. Now, I know seems odd that how could a paladin who was just stuck in the water actually have a javelin on him, because they're like 6 or 7 feet long and they're real thin. But yeah, he has them, so he has them. There's certainly some shortcomings to realism that have to be overlooked. So go ahead. You can do that.
So I hit a range attack just to see if it hits first?
That's a ranged attack, that's correct. But it would be a miss.
Alright.
And now the kobold's turn. Now, this kobold right here sees the paladin coming. He's already seen his action with the javelin, so he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's going to wait for his buddy. His buddy's going to move over here, and kobolds are going to attack. And they always like to attack in pairs if they can, because they get what's called pack tactics, which means their attacks have advantage.
Yeah.
So this kobold here, he will attack the fighter, and that would be a 19, but still a miss. That is assuming now that the fighter is using his.
I pulled up my shield on the last screen.
Right, you're using your one-hand sword.
Yeah, or with versatility or whatever it is.
Yeah, the versatility doesn't help you at all when you're using a shield.
Yeah. I just mean like
Versatility means that you can use it with 2 hands and it bumps the damage up.
Yeah. I meant like because it's versatile, I can use it with one hand. Or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's a long sword, which is normally is a one-hand weapon. But anyway, okay, well, this is going to be the second attack by this guy, and that's going to be a hit. And he hacks you.
Ow.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy will attempt to shoot the bard with a sleep dart. Blowgun. Possibly it may say. Oh, wait a minute! Take that back. This guy is a is a rogue. He's a rogue. So I think he just has a...
Sorry to interrupt, but how do we ping on the map?
Yeah, just hold down the thing. He just moves up and tries to stab them.
Just hold down, left click and hold it down.
So he hits the bard. And the bard was late in getting into the initiative, so he has not acted yet, which means that this rogue applies. Okay. Okay, wonder what happened there now.
What? Where? Oh, there.
Yeah, let me find out what's going on with this. Oh, never mind. This guy's had this open, which shouldn't have been. Alright. Here it goes. Something is completely waylaid here with this particular guy. Alright, I gotta get rid of this guy and put up a different guy. Obviously that token was faulty. We'll just make this guy a Kobold warrior. And we'll put him right here. And he will get hit points. There it is. Okay. Bam. Boom. Melee attack. Boom. His melee attack was a hit. And he does melee damage on the bard. And the bard takes 4 points. That's it. And let me see. Do we have any other? Oh, yes, we have this guy over here. He's going to move 1, 2, 3 to right here. And he will use his blowgun on the paladin.
Yeah.
And he hits the paladin. He must have got that dart right between his shoulder greaves and his helmet. And
Shitty deal.
he takes 1 point of damage, but he is required to make a con save.
What happened to my toolbar went away? What happened to it?
Click on your token.
Oh, okay. Alright, a con save? Let's see. Oh my god.
And his con save is actually an 11, but it is still a miss. So what happens is he is poisoned. Now what does that mean? Well, it means that he's affected by this poison until he becomes either healed or he's given an antidote. And if he's poisoned, this is what the penalty is. A poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So that's a pretty severe penalty, but he really needs somebody to heal him.
Any type of healing will help that? Or does it have to be a skill that specifically heals poison?
No, it can just be anything that's going to heal him up.
Cool.
So, in other words, in this case, it's going to be either cure wounds or Paladin's or he could actually lay on hands himself and heal himself using an action that way. He could do that. And these are going to rush across the bridge here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
5, 6.
60 feet. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're done. And we go to the rogue.
Alright, I'm going to pull out my short bow and help out that fighter there. So that would be
oh yeah,
ranged
that's
attack
probably a good idea.
on that guy.
Taking on 4 kobolds. Ooh.
Okay, that is a miss. Now, under normal conditions, however, though, because you're within 30 feet, if you do hit him, either of those guys. You would actually get to apply your sneak attack damage also.
Too bad I missed. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to stay here.
Cleric.
Just a quick question. How many times am I allowed to use abilities?
You can use your abilities as many times as you want. As far as spells go, though,
Yeah.
you can use your cantrip spells as many times as you want, but you can only use your actual spells as long as you have spell slots. Now, at level 2, you have 3 spell slots. That means you can cast 3 spells before a long rest. The wizard also has 3 spell slots. He can cast 3 spells before a long rest, but he has arcane recovery, which allows him to recover 1 spell slot during a short rest. He, I believe, is the only spellcaster that has that ability. Now, he's already used 1 of his spells. He's used 1 magic missile so far.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, I just want to see the range.
What's the spell you want to use?
I'm looking at Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is, I believe, is 60 feet,
60
and it requires, all you have to do is tell me which one you're casting it on, because you don't have to roll anything. They have to make a save against it.
Okay. I'm just trying to think who to kill. I can see everybody, yeah?
Yes?
I think what I will do is... probably gonna attack this guy here.
Okay. Cobalt Warrior 3. He attempts to make a save against it. It's a dex save. He misses it. That means you get to apply that radiant damage to him.
So I just want to... Do I have...
You should have a thing that... Now, remember, it's the 1d8 radiant, not the 46.
Okay, gotcha.
Ooh.
So he takes 6 damage, and he's actually killed by that...
Nice.
By that Sacred Flame. Now, understand this. Sacred Flame is not fire. It is a bright, radiant, like, well, it's like divine light. And Sacred Flame is kind of a misnomer. It is a...
It's more of like a holy... Is there holy type damage?
Yeah, I can't say
or radiant, I guess. Radiant damage?
Yes, it's radiant damage, and it's not fire damage.
Okay, cool. Good to know. And then I'm gonna move forward. Actually, I guess I can move a little bit, hey? What's my movement? 30?
You can move up to your move.
Yeah, so 6...
If you haven't moved yet, you can move up to your move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4... And I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Bard!
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step this way. That doesn't...
Yes, that does provoke, so
okay.
You don't want to do that. This is 5e. This is 5e. This is not Pathfinder or 3.5.
Ugh.
In Pathfinder and 3.5, you could take a 5-foot step to avoid an AO, but you weren't allowed to move through a threatened area. Okay? In 5e, you only take the attack of opportunity when you move out of range. So you could literally run around this guy if you wanted, as long as you never leave his range.
And what about casting a spell from here? That would
depending on, now, if it's a spell that requires you to hit him with a target, then you have disadvantage on it. If not, then there's not a problem.
It doesn't. It has a location target.
What's the spell?
Sleep.
Sleep? You could just go and cast it on him.
Well, no, it wasn't going to be on him.
Okay.
It was going to be. I don't know how to ping the map, but it's going to be right here.
All right.
That would put him to sleep. Or
you don't know. You don't know.
Well,
It depends on how many things. I mean, you could also
range.
put the fighter to sleep.
yeah. Yeah. Then I'll just melee the kobold.
Okay. That hits. So you see the bard pull his rapier and his blade flashes. You see some kobold blood flying, and that kobold is literally sliced and diced
Nice.
into a
And then I'll announce, did you see that? This amazing bard just took out a kobold by himself as the cleric ran away.
wizard.
I can't move after doing the attack?
Yes, you can move. You can move up to your full movement.
This guy is kind of a showboat, so how would I do? I want to do an acrobatics check to walk across this tightrope.
Okay, that's just dex check. 22. Now that's very good. Of course, walking across it would be considered difficult terrain. You just moved 5 feet. So since you can't make, all you can do, you can get right to here on your move. So you're actually balanced right there right now.
All right.
That's as far as you can move.
Yeah,
Because every step you take actually counts as 2 units of movement.
Yep, I'll stay there.
But you're up there right now, and you're balanced on there, and you look good doing it. Okay, Wizard, you're up. Wizard! Okay, we skip oh, never mind, here he is. Because if you don't have, when I ask you what you're doing, if you don't have an answer, I just skip over you. I'll just tell you that. You'll be whining about it, but you'll have to deal with it.
I asked, what does Chromatic Orb do?
Chromatic Orb is a if you hit the spell, it will tell you what it does.
All right. All right, I'll figure that out next turn. What is Magic Attack? Is that just an attack that...
Magic Attack is when you use it to cast like a cantrip or a spell that requires you to hit a target.
All right. I should have been thinking about this while they were going. All right, I'm gonna move. If I move into the water, like right, say here. Can I move that far?
You will not get there that far without going into another move.
All right. So what about right here?
Okay? If you figure you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get right there with your move.
All right. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Now you're in there. You're in the water right now. Now you are kind of like stuck in the mud. And that does make it a little bit squishy, and you're a little bit unstable, but you still have your action. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cast Magic Missile again, and I'm going to hit... Whoops. Where is it? There we go. Alright, I'm going to hit this guy once. Can I hit Kobold Warrior from this far away?
Which one? Which one?
Kobold Warrior 4. Sorry.
4. You can hit him. You can hit him with it. Yeah. Magic Missile hits unerringly, so if you can target him, yeah, you can target him.
All right. Hit him. Kill him. And then I think I'm just gonna. Let me see. What else can I do? I'm gonna hit. Whoops. That is not what I meant to do.
Well, that sometimes happens.
Yeah.
You magic missiled yourself. So go ahead and take the last shot here.
I'm gonna hit that guy. I think the paladin goes next. Yeah. Okay. After the fighter. All right. Good. Then I'm done.
Okay. Fighter.
Melee attack, Kobold Warrior 5.
Okay.
Which is melee attack. Jeez.
And that does hit.
Oh, cool. And then melee damage?
Yep. which you'll notice it says he only did 2 points. That's because the kobold only had 2 points left. He actually did 7 points of damage.
Oh wow, I rolled pretty well there. And then there's just the one with no label, and Kobold Warrior 2 is left alive? Is that right?
There is none that don't have a label, I don't think, is there?
The one right in front of the bridge. Yeah, that one doesn't have a label for me.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind. He's one of those rogue guys. And I don't know why he doesn't have a label. Let me just see. Maybe I can figure... Oh, never mind. I see it right now, why he doesn't have a label. And he also doesn't have... He has the wrong hit points, because he's actually... Okay, his armor, his dex is there. That should be none. That should be correct. Okay, there he is. He's kind of like the boss.
Oh, crap.
Kind of like the boss, Kobold.
Also, Kobold Warrior 4 dead.
Kobold Warrior, yes, he is dead.
There's 2 in that. Yeah, I guess I'm done. I'm not moving.
Okay. Paladin!
Alright, so I'm gonna go here and melee attack this guy.
Okay.
Let's see, let's disadvantage, right? Melee attack.
Hits.
Hit, sweet. So,
See, you can now. If you look at the macro, you'll see. You rolled a 12, and their AC is 12. That means you hit. If it would have been less than that, that would have been a miss. And he is killed.
do I have any movement left? Can I start moving back? Let's see, I used 1, 2.
You used 2 units of movement to get where you are, so you still have, I think you're a 25 mover only, so you still have 3 units of movement.
I'm gonna go back to where I started. Heading.
And you can get back there, yes, you can.
All right.
Okay. And now the kobolds are gonna go.
Congratulations, Paladin. You did something.
Yay!
And this warrior, he just runs up here. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a second here. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because you're at disadvantage, but you still made the roller, so you're
Yeah, it's 20 or 12.
Yeah, you're good. You're okay. This guy's going to make his attack, and he misses you miserably. But he is a rogue, and he has the ability to disengage. So he's going to disengage and continue to move back to here with the last 3 units of his movement. Rogue!
Alright. Would that be like a regular action, or is that something special, or can I just do it outright?
What are you trying to do?
If I wanted to switch if I wanted to go from my short bow to just my sword.
That's like interacting with an object, and that you can do as part of your move. I usually say cost you 5 points of movement. There's no actual rule on it as far as how long it should take. I just say it takes 5 feet of movement to switch your one weapon to the other.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as my extra action, I'm going to dash forward a little bit more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Now moving
4, I'm going to move right in front of that
moving
fighter.
over a dead body,
Or
that's difficult terrain.
Oh.
And moving through an ally is also 2 units of movement. Unless you're small. If you're a small character like a halfling or a gnome, then you can move past somebody without it being difficult terrain.
Nah. I'm an elf, so
Yeah, I know.
I think that should be all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and fire an arrow at the big bad guy.
Okay. Now, he's small, so this rock right here doesn't matter. You're going to hit him. With that roll, you're going to hit him regardless. I mean, you could have ricocheted the arrow off of that rock and got him.
All right, I like those rolls. Let's see, ranged damage.
And you catch him, like, right through one of his ears. It actually tears his ear right off. He grabs for it with his hand. Makes some kind of a screaming reptilian sound. Kind of like the Dragonborn when he's in a can trying to squirt one out. Okay, Cleric!
Yeah, so we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, I guess we'll stay there.
Well, that would be 5, 6. Are you only a 5 mover?
No, I'm 6.
Yep, then you're good. You're right there.
Cool. And then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on Kobold.
Okay.
Rogue.
Okay, now I think that is a fail. I think a 13 is for you. That's what he needs. So you Sacred Flamed him.
Cool. So that's a 1d8, right?
Yep.
Oh, did that not?
1d8 radiant. Yeah, but
oh, 1. Ouch.
2 points. 1 point. Okay, Bard.
Rough.
All eyes now shift to the Bard, who is balancing precariously on this wavering, like, tightrope, which is now the edge of this bridge.
Do acrobats check again.
Yes. And you're able to move again another 3 units of movement.
Okay. There. I don't know.
Yeah, it's close. It's close enough. If you little roll 20 trick here. If you want your character to not be snapped to the grid, you can hold down the Alt key and place him wherever you want him, and he'll stay there.
Ah, beautiful.
Oh, cool.
And I will do Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
What just
And
happened?
I believe this is a Vicious Mockery requires, I think, it's a Wisdom save. Let me see if I'm not mistaken. Be sure it's a Wisdom save. He'll attempt to save. And he easily saves from that. So nothing happens. He kind of raises his kobold claw and kind of gives you the middle claw.
I'm still mocking him. I'm calling his mother.
He's making a big attempt to mock you back. Wizard!
Alright. Alright, I have a speed of 30, so that means I can move through rough terrain.
3 spaces.
You can move 3 spaces.
Alright, so I can move right here, here, and then move 1 more maybe, or 2?
Well, you can't end your turn on top of... You could end your turn on top of a dead guy, but not... you can't end your turn in the space of a comrade.
Okay. So,
But you could have got here on top of this guy.
Alright, and still taking an action?
Yes.
Alright, I'll do that. And I will cast, I think, cantrip is Firebolt? Is that the...
Firebolt, yes. Use your magic attack on that.
That's fire damage?
That magic attack, he's small. This boulder does provide him a little bit of cover, so his AC becomes 2 points higher than it is.
Alright, so magic attack.
Just make your magic attack.
Ooh.
And, well, okay, he's also the Cobalt Warrior. So his AC actually would have been 16 here, but even if it wasn't, you still would have missed him because you only had a 13.
Alright.
Fighter!
I can't get in range of that kobold, can I?
Well, okay, first of all, to move through the rogue who's standing on top of a dead kobold, that's going to require 3 units of movement. If you go around to either side, that's you're stepping into difficult terrain, that's going to cost you 2 units of movement. So you might be able to get up to him, but you probably are going to have exceeded your move to do that.
Yeah, all right. Just get me there.
So you could figure that you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would put you right here, and then now from here you could chuck one of your. If you have a hand axe, I think you could chuck it from right there.
Does that take an? I can just take that out. Doesn't take an action.
No.
Okay.
During your move, you would end up pulling your hand axe out.
Okay.
You actually would your move would end right here, but you'd still get the attack. There would be no penalty or anything, and you'd still be able to attack them. In other words, you'd move from where you are to right here, and in that action of moving, you're pulling your hand axe and hurling it at them.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
And your hand axe cuts him right between the eyes. It's just stuck there in his forehead. Blood gushing from his reptilian eyes.
Oh, even hitting him in the head, you can't kill him. What kind of fighting is this?
Alright, so away I go. 1, 2.
Don't fall again, Paladin.
I may, you never know. Melee attack. Here we go.
Okay.
God dang it.
And that is going to be a miss. And the Kobold Warrior is going to. First thing he's going to do is he is going to make a pretty much of a wild swing. And that, boys, is a critical fail. So what he does is he attempts to stab the paladin, and he stabs and he gets his knife blade caught somewhere in part of the paladin's armor, and he doesn't get through to do any damage, and his dagger is stuck there. Well, he pulls his hand out, and he's kind of so shocked by that, paladin take an AO on him.
A what?
An attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, cool. A melee attack. Let's see if this one works.
Yeah, well, it has to be a melee attack.
Ah, 7.
And so you hack the crap out of him. You can see you hit, right? You understand how that works, right?
Am I still poisoned? Disadvantage? Does that mean I take...
Oh, that's right. You are still poisoned. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, you are. You're still poisoned. So anyway, you missed the opportunity attack there. However, whenever you roll a 1, a natural 1, bad stuff happens, your turn ends. So normally, he could use disengage, and he could get out of there. He can't do that, because he rolled a 1. So again, these are kind of Ajax house rules, but a lot of guys are going to use these, so he's stuck there. Can't do anything else. Rogue, you're up.
Alright, let's see. Move. So that should be 2, 3, 4. And to move forward one more, that's difficult terrain, correct?
Yes.
So if I were to go there, that would actually be 7, which would be... Alright, I'm going to switch to my...
But see, you have that ability to take that extra move. Yep, I'm going to switch to my short sword. And yeah, I will tell you this. What you want to do is you don't want to go here. You want to go like over here where it's solid. And you can do that because on your extra move, it's going to give you 6 more units of movement.
Oh.
So you're going to be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get right here and attack him from there. Once you do that, if you hit, you're going to get your sneak attack damage also.
Yep. So I'm going to melee attack him now from the side. And... Ooh.
Now, okay. There are, in certain instances, that you would have advantage on that. And right now, he is stuck there. So you get advantage on that roll. That means you hit him and you get your sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Alright, so melee
So,
attack.
well,
And
don't bother,
sneak
he's
attack
already
I saw in
dead.
there too, but I think he's dead. Yeah.
yeah, he's past that point. He's dead. We don't really have little clever bodies on him. Okay, all the kobolds have been killed. You all kind of look around.
I start rummaging through the big guys.
Some of you have actually taken a little damage. But
Yeah, quick question.
Fared fairly well. You do notice the paladin does have a little blood. The bard he got hacked pretty good, and the paladin is still rather woozy from the poison running through his system.
I'm gonna do my acrobatics to get back to the other side. To finish crossing the bridge.
Yeah, you don't have to. Well, all you have to right now is just don't embarrass yourself by falling in, but you're not in really any danger. So go ahead, make your deck.
God.
Oh, jeez.
I might have come back.
Oh, he got a little cocky this time, and I did reduce the DC down because he was no longer under any kind of pressure. But apparently he thrives on pressure. There was no pressure. He got cocky, and of course he goes into the drink. Kablooch. So he's over here, and he's soaked now. His nice little jester suit or whatever he's wearing, it's all full of mud.
I'll stand up and I'll laugh and say, "It happens to the best of us," and then continue over to here.
So
Can I ask
you got yourself. You're looking around. You get these dead kobolds. I'm sure, are going to probably search their bodies. You don't find really anything other than these little hex bags. They don't seem to really care about things like money or anything like that. They just have a certain hatred for human, or for humanoids, say, that aren't reptilian. Although sometimes they do allow themselves to ally with goblins.
I'm gonna
Quick question.
I'm gonna remove
When
my
I,
axe from the guy's head and put
I'm-
it back in my
Okay.
hand.
You pull that axe out with a sickly crunch.
Yeah.
I'll just heal the paladin, the 1 point healing for the paladin,
No.
or however the healing goes, so he's not poisoned anymore.
Why do you have those? Okay. You just have those for making adjustments when you might screw up and damage yourself inadvertently or something like
Okay.
that, so you give it back. No, if you actually have that ability, like the paladin, he has what's called he has a pool for lay on hands. That means he has 10 hit points that he can give back to anybody, including himself, and he does those one at a time. So that's why he uses his. That's what he uses his for. The cleric, I believe, has something called a channel divinity, which allows him also to have a pool of 10 points that he can give back one at a time. Now, the fighter, he has something called second wind. Okay? Now, the reason I did not mention it during the combat is because he hadn't really taken enough damage, because it can actually give back a pretty good chunk of damage, but it has to be used during the combat, during his round, as a bonus action. So you can't use it now. You actually have to be in a battle to use it, but it seems when you're only down even 2 or 3 points, like in his case, he's down 5 points. Yeah, maybe he could have used it, but
Yeah.
you know, now.
So that channel divinity, can I use that whenever, or do I have to use that in?
No, you can use that anytime.
Okay, well I'm gonna use that now and use it on whoever got poisoned, paladin.
Okay. You can go and you
Do I have to go beside him?
Yeah, you have to heal him up. Now he only, I believe,
He only took like 1 or 2
Yeah,
hit
one.
points.
he only took 1 point of damage. So you'll
So I only
damage, and he will no longer be poisoned.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of the poison, that's all.
Okay.
If you remember, I shot myself with a magic missile. I think I lost health, actually.
You lost 2, I think it was.
Oh yeah, you should. Okay, see, that's why you have that
1 point healing.
that 1 point heal, so that you can do that to yourself when you make a mistake like that.
All right, thank you.
That's why it's there.
All right.
So, just another quick question. If I use any of my spells, my 3 spell things outside of battle, does it still count as one of the spell slots?
Yes, unless of course it is a spell that can be cast as a ritual. The description of the spell will explain it.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
I see.
Detect magic is a ritual. It's a first level spell. It's not like it was in 3.5 or Pathfinder where it's a cantrip and you can just have it going off all the time. No, here it requires concentration. To cast it as a ritual takes 10 minutes just to cast the spell.
Okay.
That's pretty long.
And then how long does that last for?
I think it lasts for 10 minutes after it's cast.
Concentration up to 10 minutes is... Okay.
Up to 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that's just why I wasn't healing, because I didn't know if I could just heal outside of battle and not use a spell slot up. Can the bard heal himself? Does bard have healing?
Yes, the bard, I believe, does
I'm good
have
though.
Yeah,
Good.
okay. Yeah, I was just thinking.
that he can do. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about short rests. There's 2 kind of rests in the game: short rest, long rest. They're very simple. This is my rule, but you may find other DMs that let you get away with a lot of bullshit. I don't. I only allow 2 short rests per 24-hour period. During a short rest, you must drink 1 pint of water and you must eat 1 pound of food.
1 pound of food, wow.
Yes, and during
That's
a
a
long rest, you must eat 2 pounds of food and drink 1 quart of water. Now, you may think that that's a little bit obscene. It's really not. In an average day, right now, you're going to eat 2 pounds of food. You're going to eat 4 pounds of food, whether you know it or not. I mean, counting everything that you eat from morning till the time you turn in, you're going to eat that much food. That isn't really that much.
Right.
And here you are. You're out here adventuring. You're battling. You're walking. You're wearing wet clothes. That's making it more difficult to walk. Now, you guys don't have to worry about that because this is a one-shot adventure. This is what I do in my campaigns, which are a little different. So you don't have to worry about it. You want to take a short rest here, you can take a short rest here. During a short rest, you can use a hit dice. Everybody has a macro called using a hit dice. What does this mean? It means that you can roll a hit dice roll. Now, if your character is like a wizard, his hit dice is a D6. Bard or rogue or cleric, their hit dice is a D8. Fighters, paladins, their hit dice is a D10. It means you can roll one of those and add your Constitution modifier to that roll, and you can regain that many hit points during the short rest. Now, if you roll really crappy and you're still down a lot of hit points, if you have more than 1 hit dice to use, you can use another one. But they only regenerate during a long rest at half the rate you use them.
Cool.
And how long is a short rest in time?
A short rest must be at least 1 hour. During that hour, you can eat, you can drink, you might be able to do possibly something like clean your armor or you wash your face or something like that, but you can't do anything like strenuous. Anything other than you're resting, what you're doing. Like resting after a battle, whatever it would be. You can make a wisdom check to find your javelin. Any javelin, because the javelins are very thin, they're almost like reeds. They do damage, but when they hit, they break. They break off in the wound, and they become useless. So once you hit with them, you're done.
All right, since that one missed, I can.
There's also an Ajax. Ajax is a prick rule, but that's my rule. Arrows are the same way. If you shoot an arrow at somebody and you hit them with it, that arrow breaks. That you can't recover. Can't be recovered. If you have misses on stuff, if say you shoot 4 times with an arrow and you miss 3 times, you have a chance to recover 1d3 arrows, and you just roll that.
All right, so do I just do a wisdom check to see that one that I threw?
Yes, you can make a wisdom check.
Wow.
You have no clue where it is.
It's also a same check for arrows for try and find that one arrow I missed.
If you shot 1 arrow and you missed it, just do the same thing. Make a wisdom check because you're looking for just 1 arrow. Say, yeah, you got no clue. That arrow's lost and gone forever.
No.
So this applies to every game, the wisdom check with finding these kind of things.
I'm gonna be right back, you guys.
Okay, now, do you wish to take a short rest? Or do you wish to continue as the rain continues to pound?
I would like to regain a spell, but
do you regain spells from short rests?
yeah.
No. Only he has arcane recovery.
Oh, okay. I was yeah.
It's an ability. Only wizards can have it.
Okay.
He has it. It allows him to recover 1 spell slot during a short rest.
I mean,
And he's cast, I think, 2, so he has 1 spell slot left. If he takes a short rest, he'll have 2 when you continue.
I'm fine with taking a short rest. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine with me too.
all right. Yeah, we do.
Okay, during a short rest, the bard can do something. Now, it's not going to be necessary because nobody's really damaged that bad, but the bard has the ability to kind of inspire your healing. And as long as he does that, everybody who uses a hit dice gets back an extra 1d6.
Nice.
Now, you don't get the 1d6 back unless you use the hit dice, however. This isn't like... This is the way I interpret this. Otherwise, it ends up being abused too badly.
Sorry, whose skill was that? Sorry, I just...
The bard.
But that was mine. It's called Song of Rest. Basically, I start singing to you guys a lovely lullaby.
Ah, what a lullaby.
I'm gonna use a hit die to try and fill it up.
So, if you use a hit dice, each one of you using your hit dice, once you get full, it's not going to let you go over the amount.
Yeah.
So, it looks like everybody's going to end up being full go when they're done. Now, you have to remember that you use those hit dice, because in the event that you decide you're going to take another short rest, you will only have 1 to use.
We can't give our hit dice away or anything like that, can we?
No.
Cool.
I don't remember. Was my poison removed?
Yes.
Okay,
cool. Would that, taking the short rest and using the hit dice, remove the poison as well?
No, the poison gets removed as soon as he gets healed.
Okay, so
The cleric healed him. As soon as the cleric healed him, the poison was.
But if he didn't get healed before that short rest that he took,
this
would have healed the
poison?
poison?
Nope. He stays poisoned until the antidote is given to him, or he gets healed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that's only this kind of poison. There's all kinds of poisons.
Gotcha.
So anyway, you guys finish your short rest. Now, if anybody wants to take, okay, we had one guy, he wants to go take a piss or something. If anybody wants to do that, go ahead and do it now.
All right.
And then come back. At 2 minutes, we're going to start again, so don't be gone longer than 2 minutes.